In this video, you will learn how to manipulate more of the required elements on your About page. Before we get started, you will need your professional headshot in order to complete this tutorial accurately. First, you'll need to locate Pages on the left menu and select All Pages. Now you'll want to locate and select your About page. Here, click Edit with Elementor. This will open up the Elementor user interface. Now you should see your About page. Your professional headshot is what we'll focus on for this particular exercise. This will be the area that you will want to place your professional headshot. In order to change this to your professional headshot, you'll need to select the little icon up in the top left that looks like two columns. Select that, and then you'll notice that the left pane menu changes. Then select Style. Here you'll notice that the image is of this young lady. You'll want to delete that image and include the image that you have taken for your professional headshot. Click the plus sign. Now you'll need to upload your professional headshot to your digital portfolio website. I am actually going to select 3 different images for this particular tutorial. Once your professional headshot has been loaded into your digital portfolio website, you will notice that there will be a blue check next to the picture that is highlighted. If you're receiving an error by chance, it's very likely that the professional headshot that you chose is far too large in order to upload to your digital portfolio website. So please refer to previous tutorials regarding resizing your photos to be web friendly. Let's select this young lady here with the glasses. Then we're going to select Insert Media, the blue button in the bottom right. Now you can see that the new professional headshot has been placed in that column. By default, the position is set to center, and the size is set to cover. These are pretty decent default positions and sizes for your professional headshot in this column. However, if the professional headshot that you took is not being fitted correctly into this space, you'll need to make some adjustments to both the position as well as the size. So let's just kind of review a few of those. Here under Position, where it says Center, click on the drop-down menu and select something different like Top Left. Now you'll notice that the professional headshot has moved to the top left of that particular column. That is not a good look for us, so we won't select top left. Try instead top center and see what happens. This is much closer to what we would like to appear. And then there's also top right, which will shift it over to the right. This again has too much space on the right of the background rather than the focus being on the young lady. So you can continue switching back and forth through these positions to find the right position for your digital portfolio's professional headshot. Again, under size might be another option for you to manipulate. By default, it's cover, but let's see if when we select auto, how that changes things. You'll notice that the size of my photograph is actually horizontal, and it's much smaller than the space that I'm given for this column as it appears. So what the Elementor plugin does is it actually starts to tile your image. So you see the image here, and then it's also here, and it's also down here, and that is not a good look for our digital portfolio website. So we don't want to select auto. And if you select default, it's the same as auto in this particular case. Or if you select contain, you'll notice that it is now contained within that space. And that again tiles my image, and that is not a good look for our digital portfolio website. So the only option for as far as size is concerned, because we have a horizontal picture fitting in a vertical column, we want to select cover, and that will it will resize the photo so that it covers the entire column, and that is a much better look for our website. Let's select another image for practice. So I'm going to delete this image here, and I'm going to install another image of this gentleman and insert media. And now you can see over here in the left pane, this particular image was taken with a lot of space over this gentleman's right shoulder over here. And then he's aligned more to the left of the photo. So naturally, when I try to put it into this column, he is going to appear further to the right. So a center position isn't a great selection for this particular photo. So let's try instead like top left or top right. And now it moves it to top left or top right so that he is more of the focal point rather than the background. Perhaps bottom center might work, or perhaps bottom right might work. We'll just keep shifting it around until we find just the right space for our image. That's certainly not going to work. So let's go back to the top right. That was probably our best look. So whenever you take your professional headshot, be aware that if you're taking it in the horizontal landscape mode, then you're probably getting a lot more background to either your left or right if you are not centered in the dead center of your photograph. And this is how that will be affected when you upload it to your website. The other thing that we'll want to do again is make sure that the size of our photo covers. If we put contain, you can see that it's going to tile just like the previous photo did. So cover is usually the right size for your digital portfolio's professional headshot. Let's check out one more. There's one more image where the gentleman in this image, it's also taken horizontally, and he is set off to the left again. So top right is not working for us because now it looks like there's a lot of space over here and he is really aggressively looking at his bio. So maybe we go top center, and that kind of shifts him away from this marginal line and allows us to, concentrate, as far as the design is concerned, concentrate on the content that is here. Instead, if we went top left, he's almost entirely out of the frame. And then if we went bottom right, again, he's very close to that line, and it's not aesthetically pleasing. So you'll need to find the right position for your photograph as you have taken it. And I believe in this case, it's probably going to be a top center for us. That way his face is enough away from the column that it's more aesthetically pleasing. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to point out was you could see here that as far as the design component is concerned, him looking at his bio and this statement here, that's actually a really good design effect, because from the visitor who's visiting the website, our eye is pulled naturally to images. And because our eye is being pulled to this image here, and that image is of a man looking in another direction, our natural instinct is to look at the image and then look to where he is looking. And so it actually is a really nice effect here to have this professional headshot located on the right side of the screen and him looking left, because now we are, as a visitor, engaged with the content that Foley would want us to see. However, let's say he was looking in the other direction and we still wanted to use that same design effect. We can actually change the location of these columns. So we can select and hold this icon here and then drag and drop it over to the left side. And now we can see that this gentleman is looking again to the left, but he's looking away from the content. So that's how your picture and however you're taking your professional headshot is going to affect your content on your digital portfolio website. So be aware of that. It's always best for the professional headshot to be looking directly into the camera so that the person feels like they're connecting with you when they see your image online. But for this particular headshot, if it was taken for the purpose of being on the portfolio's about page, you would probably want to look in the direction of the content. So we can just drag and drop that column right back over to the right, and now he's looking at his content. All right, and there you have it. That's how you manipulate your digital portfolio's professional headshot on your about page. Always remember to click the update button that is in green in the bottom left. Once you've clicked that, your page will be updated and you're good to go.